Hey, what up guys? Sanitary here. I wanted to do another quick update on all these nagging injuries that I've been having. If you remember, I posted last week or a week before, I was having some nagging shoulder pain. And then I took a week off, and during that week off from my shoulder, I did some running and I overdid it with the running. And then I hurt my left knee. It is still a work in progress. My left knee, I basically have a runner's knee. And it was really not wise to go from absolutely 0 miles. I hadn't ran since 2014 to going up to a total of probably like 10 miles. And I have bad gait, I have bad feet. And I ran on Tuesday for like 3 miles. I ran Thursday on 3 miles. And that Saturday morning, I was contemplating, should I run again? I'm kind of pushing it too much. Should I or shouldn't I? I did, and I unfortunately hurt my knee. So I've been doing my own research, my own rehab. It's been a little bit of a frustrating experience, but patience is a virtue. And I have runner's knee. You can't see it right now, but my left knee, I have a knee pad, and I've been icing. And I'm not too worried about the leg because eventually, because I don't do that much running anyway, I probably won't do any more running pretty much, I wouldn't say forever, but I'm not going to be going all out. I'll be sticking to the stationary bike and maybe a little bit of elliptical. So in that regard, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not too worried about that portion because I don't like running that much anyway. But as far as the shoulder goes, after I took that week off, I came back and I worked out, and what did I do? Guess I don't learn my lesson. I assumed that my shoulder was completely fine because I didn't have any pain. And then I started my workout routine again, my chest and shoulders, which is pretty much, chest and shoulders is all pressing movements, and pressing movements puts a lot of pain on your rotator cuff and your shoulders in general. And when that occurred, I had more pain. After that, I said, hold up, I gotta slow down a little bit and do some more research because this is just not cutting it. Make a long story short, I didn't go to the doctor. I did a lot of research on my own, and I basically have not only a sore shoulder, but I have a shoulder impingement. Not to get too technical with it, but essentially in layman's terms, when I do a lot of pressing movements, and this is very common amongst pitchers that throw a lot, and also heavy weightlifters or weightlifters in general, when you do a lot of pressing movements like dips, bench press, stuff like that, incline dumbbell, all those types of exercises, you put a lot of strain on your rotator cuff. And it finally caught up to me. I had heard for years people complaining about not having or having a lot of pain in their rotator cuff when they do flat barbell bench press. I mean, bench press on the flat barbell is one of the most popular exercises, and I love it. A lot of guys are always doing, how much can you bench? How much can you bench? It's a great exercise for your chest. It's a great compound movement, but over time it can cause some pain. And I've been lifting for off and on, but more religiously, the past at least like 7-8 years, up to 10 years straight. And finally it's caught up to me. So I had to slow it down, and I've been doing my own rehab on my shoulder. And I worked out today for the first time. I did chest and shoulders, but I had to lower the weight constantly. And what I have right here, and I'll probably do a separate video on it eventually because it's still a work in progress, but I have a lot more mobility in my shoulder, and I've been doing resistance band work, working my lats back here, my serratus muscle. And not to get too technical once again, but you got to work that muscle because I'm putting too much strain right here. So I've been doing a lot of band work, and been kind of going like this and really getting a good stretch right here. And then also I got some icy hot. I've been taking a little bit of ibuprofen, but I only took it like one time because I want to do this naturally. If I just take ibuprofen or go to the doctor and they just give me all this medication, it will feel better, but how will I know if it's the physical therapy that's working? So I'm trying the real natural approach. That's what I recommend. Start with the more natural approach and then work your way up. So I got that. Also, my other hand, I haven't tried it yet, but eventually I'll get a video out, give you my unbiased opinion if I can get it out of my pocket. And that is, oh, 1 second, right here. This is a KT tape, kinesiology therapeutic tape. And you're supposed to, you may have seen a lot of athletes. This is a Carrie Wall. She's actually from San Jose, California, and the Bay Area. And it's supposed to, you know, for different injuries, you put it on, and then it's supposed to kind of regulate your shoulder and not allow that impingement. And with that impingement, it kind of pushes you to lean forward. So when I bench press, like today, I had to really retract the shoulders. Let's see if I get a side view. But you know, a lot of times when you put a lot of weight on, you tend to push your shoulders up, and it just puts a lot of strain here. See that? So you gotta kind of retract. I've been trying to do that, and then you really focusing on the form. And it's been quite an adjustment. That's another thing I want to say is it's been quite an adjustment mentally. Just a couple weeks ago before my injury, I was trying to get my bench press back up, and I did a clean 220 pounds, which is not my best, but it's pretty strong for being like 130 something pounds, bench pressing 220, and I could have probably put 225 and then work my way up to eventually, I don't know, 240, 250, but those days might definitely be over. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but at this point in my life, it's all about functionality and longevity, and that's what I recommend for you guys and gals. So that's pretty much my update. But mentally, like I said, you know, when I was doing the bench press today, I'm starting with the bar, just the bar, literally. The bar is 45 pounds, and I was just going really slow and just focusing on the technique. If I felt any type of pain, now a little stretch is fine, but you know when you have that nagging pain, and if you've ever had a shoulder impingement, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you get that little ache, that's when you got to slow down and fix your form. So I'm back to like the basics, back to square one. I did the bar. I got as much as a 10 and a 5 on each side, which is 15, 15. That's 30 plus 45. That's 75 pounds. That's minuscule for me. I mean, it's just so weird to go from, you know, benching easily over 200 to 75 pounds. And then on the dumbbells, I'm used to doing at least 50 pound, 55, 60. Back in the heyday, I went up to 70 pounds, and now I'm back down to like 25, 30 pounds. But it has nothing to do with the ego at all. I don't care about that. I don't care if someone sees me benching 50 pounds. What gets to me is the mental aspect. I'm so used to going with one mode, and that is beast mode, going all out. From a scale from 1 to 10, most of my workouts, at least in my opinion, are intensity level wise are about an 8. And today I got an okay workout, but it felt like almost like a 4.5. But I need to be patient, and that is something that I'm working on. But yeah, I will admit, like, after I had my first workout, after I took a week off and it hurt again, I got a little depressed. It's just health and fitness is a big part of my life. It's not the only aspect of my life, but it's a big part of my life. And some of you people out there watching, you might be casual casual gym goers, or you just want to live a healthier lifestyle, and which is great, and you may not relate. And some people might say, oh, you're overreacting, because I mean, I'm grateful that I can do most things. It's just I need to make some adjustments, and I can't push as much weight right now. But anyway, yeah, for a casual person, you might be saying, oh man, you know, you can do most things and it's not that big of a deal. But for you, it may not be, but for me, it is. It's a part of my life. For instance, if you're a musician and you play the piano and then you get some metacarpal on your hands, or you fracture one of your fingers, and then, you know, you're kind of hindered to play the piano. You may be a good piano player, and, you know, from a distance, someone else might hear you playing with that fractured finger, and while you're playing, it may sound really good to the casual person, but you as a musician, as an example, you may feel like it wasn't quite up to par and that you know that you can do better. Same thing goes with if you're an artist and you like to paint, you like to draw, and you got to make adjustments. You get some metacarpal on your hand, you get a fracture, you may be able to still make that painting, draw that painting, create that painting, but it may take a little bit more time, and or you may need to make some adjustments, whether it's using your other arm, taking more breaks. And this is a direct, comparison, a parallel comparison of me when I'm working out. Same concept. I'm working out, but now I gotta lighten the weight, make adjustments. And to the casual person, it's not a big deal, but for the person that's dealing with it, it's definitely a mental adjustment. So I'm working on that. I'll keep you guys updated. Eventually, hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to ever bench press and press as much weight as I used to, and I would like to. But I know that if I can just get the weight to a reasonable amount of weight, and I'm going to be doing all my rehab. I've been doing stretches constantly, doing light bench pressing, icing it, icy hot, stretches, just everything. If I keep that up, hopefully things will be good. So anyways, that's my update for this video. I just wanted to fill you guys in that, if you're going to start a workout routine, harder is not always better. You want to work out hard, but also smart. And then especially with running, you don't want to go from 0 miles like me and then go up to like 10 miles, because it's going to put a lot of wear and tear on your feet. Gradually work your way up and just be very, very careful, and try not to be a weekend warrior and be stupid like me. Okay, so that is it. Hopefully this is going to be the last video for a while about injuries. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated, and eventually, I'll be doing some videos on my rehab and stuff, and hopefully help you guys. Catch you in the next video. Bye.